So it's on psychological perspectives and challenges towards information technology and digital health intervention. And as I went through the program, there were many topics on psychology. So therefore, perhaps some of you know what psychology is, but for those who do not, I will just give you a very first definition. So psychology is the study of mind and behavior, and it embraces all aspects of the human experience, from the function of the brain to the action of nations and the developmental span of the life. So from the child to the old aged. So this is a definition from the APA in 2014. And actually, psychology has really emerged to 56 specialized subdivisions in the APA, which of course can be summarized into, let's say, 5 pillars of psychology, which are on the left side, the basic research from the biological aspects, the cognitive psychology, we have some slides on that, but also on developmental psychology, social and personality, and on the right side, of course, the therapeutic aspects, so the mental health, therapies, lifestyle, stress, and all the things you have to cope with when you see patients. Well, if you look at psychology, you might think, well, it's a very old discipline, but this is not true. The psychology was invented by Wilhelm Wundt in Leipzig almost at the 50s, 60s. So it's about 120 years ago when Wilhelm Wundt stated that the task of psychology is to determine general typical forms of events from which the elements involved and their causal relationships result in a generally valid way. So he was a very experimental researcher, and the experiment was a focus of his idea on psychology, but not that everyone should just create some experiments. He also wanted to have the idea what works for whom. So this is really something he was very much after. And at his institute, people, perhaps you know, Spearman's rank correlation coefficient, he was one of the PhD candidates from Wilhelm Wundt in Leipzig when he invented the correlation coefficient. And quite interestingly, and this is my first chapter, when Wilhelm Wundt was born in 1832, the